WJBW is made possible by sausage. Stick one in your mouth.
I hear a little bit of feedback in the mic.
These charges are not mine.
Hey, welcome to the JBW Web DBWDD.com or RevRevShow.com. Oh, yes! Fucking asinine.
Can you give me a massage? I love you.
Holla at you. Ow! Ooh, girl.
Seriously.
Hello, Papa.
Some shit like that. You gotta do the Rocky Mountain High.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck with. Boy. Ain't everybody getting Rocky Mountain High?
WJBW.
You don't want to.
Wow, check it
Wow.
out.
Welcome
We're
back.
here. The JB Rev Show, the 200th episode.
200
Episode. Dude,
This
that-
is 200 episodes, brother.
That is a huge milestone.
And you've been here for almost half of them. Yes.
I know.
So
That dude,
excited.
congratulations,
In the
JB.
room. Thank you.
That is awesome.
Thank you. It's rocking the house.
Yeah, man.
The ironic thing about it, though, is when I went back and counted everything that I've done over the time,
It only came to 120.
378. Actually.
Wow.
So we might
So-
do a little math magic and
why-
come up to about, change our numbers here a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll think about
All
it
right,
anyway.
okay.
Your dedication has meant a lot. So thank you, the Reverend. I really
Hey, man.
appreciate that. It is the JB Rev Show in studio. A couple of amazing Orlando just
Very excited, dude. Very.
love pushers. They're
Yeah.
love pushers,
Yes.
I say.
Yep.
They're pushing love, and it's
true.
a glorious agenda. We have the ambassador of love in the room, Ms. Donna Dallas. Excited to have you. Thank
Yes.
you. We're going to get to you in a little bit. We
I
got
love
Mr.
you.
Love
I
you.
love
You're
you.
remarkable. Thank you for the hearts. And again,
Yeah.
there's so much artwork deep at your Genesis, and we're going to cover that in our local legend segment about 7:45
Absolutely.
or so. We got Mr.
Yep.
Frankie Messina over there in the room as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Our
buddy.
Pioneer Apartment E Bad Art Show,
Yep.
blankets for cold people, damn it, and a bunch of other great stuff that
Yeah,
man
man.
does here in Orlando.
Totally.
So very privileged to be in the room with both
Big
of you. And of
time.
course, across the way from me, it is
me.
the Reverend.
That's right.
And he's bringing the horns. This is DJ. He's
Yeah.
bringing the horns, and wonderful to have everybody in the room. We've got a call at about 7:30 lined up with Let's Talk About It.
Okay.
Let's talk about it. They're a
Whatever
gourmet,
that is.
They're a gourmet pop-up taco shop.
Ah.
They're going to have an
All
event
right.
out at Copper
Well,
Rocket in
why
February.
didn't they pop
And-
up here?
Yeah,
And-
I wish I could have arranged that, but it's
Yeah.
over the telephone. It's a little
Well,
different.
we'll figure that
So they're doing it out at Copper Rocket, and we're going to talk about that. So we're going to talk about the
All right.
concept. We're
Okay.
going to talk about everything that
Okay.
they're doing,
Okay.
and then roll right into
All right.
local legend interview
All
with
right.
Donna Dallas.
Yeah.
And then about 8 o'clock hour, kind of chat a little bit with Frankie, find out what's going on with Apartment E. If we get to the news, we get to the news or not. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It's our 200th episode. Hashtag I Love Orlando edition.
Yes.
I am at Radio JB Web. Thanks again for joining us. We see a few of you on there. Share the link. You can chat live through Spreaker. It's pretty cool. You can do
Yep.
that. You can call us at 407-379-9529. Now, I have something for you. There is a group that wants to call, that heard you were coming in, that's connected through myself somehow, and they're against bullying. And they want to call in at about 8:30 or so. So if you can hang out and talk with this guy.
I'm in.
You are. Wonderful.
I'm
Donna.
totally in.
That's what I love about Donna.
See-
It's the love.
No, without question.
She's all about the love.
Forever.
Yes.
Without question.
For real. For
So
real.
before we jump into this call, which is in about five minutes or so here,
What you got?
I wanted to talk a little bit just about the genesis of the premise of what we do here. I was on the radio in 2008. We got kicked off of the air because of the sponsors. We had one sponsor who was like 4 of our sponsors, and they crashed out and tanked. So I was like looking at my computer, and I said, well, I can make a show. I can record a phone call. I can put
Right,
visuals
right.
over the top. You've heard this story before. But that is the genesis. And I said, well, what do I love? I love because the show I came from was
Myself.
was a
That's what you
political
thought.
was a political talk show, and I could barely stand myself. All of this rhetoric and back and forth, and so I said, I love art and music, and so I'm going to talk
food.
with and food,
Right.
and I'm going to talk with people and a good cause. So I'm going to talk with people that are doing those things, and I think one of the very first was Donna Searles. Jim Belcher, who I'm sure you know, and those are kind of the 2009, lost tapes of the JB Rev show, of the JB Webb show. And so that was the genesis. And then I was so fortunate to get the Blip distribution deal with Blip. That was a real deal back in 2010. We made a
7 years
little
ago,
bit of
dude.
scratch. We made a little bit of scratch there, but then lost it. We got kicked off because of covering Nude Night. So
Okay.
then from that failure, I learned to build my own infrastructure.
Okay.
So that nobody can kick me off of it. So what I built here is a way to broadcast live, not record it, broadcast live, and then after the live broadcast, it shoots out to about 8 different distribution sites.
Let me make something clear for a lot of people who don't understand about podcasts. Very, very few podcasts actually don't edit their show and just play it live.
Right. Just
and that's
do
what
the
you
first
do.
take. That's what we're doing. It's first take, no matter what.
Exactly.
Whatever comes out.
That really, I mean.
Well, that's good on you, too.
Well, yeah. So continue, man, because I got to say, though, you first had me on as a local legend, a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And we bantered back and forth so well that you're like, hey, you want to come back next week?
Yeah.
And I've been here ever since. And, I mean, I really admire what you're doing. And I love the way you showcase and shine light on the talent here in Orlando. And that's the whole reason I'm a part of this.
Brother.
Once again, we make absolutely zero money from this.
And it's not the
Zero.
objective.
And that's not why we're doing it.
The objective is to just spread the
Exactly.
awareness and actually give people a voice that might not have a voice.
That's right.
Everybody's got Facebook Live now, and that's
Right.
just Jim Dandy. But at the end of the day, you don't really own that content. It's subject to being taken down.
Exactly.
This here
Facebook owns that,
is something.
basically.
Yeah, Facebook owns your stuff.
Yep.
So this what we do here. Again, we play people's original music. So Tuesday nights we do the talk show. Thursday night or Saturday night, Sunday we do original music. People send us music, original music submissions. So all of this kind of flowered up from Grits and Gravy with Bubba Whoop-Ass Wilson. Always the desire to push and go forward. Even if things don't succeed, it doesn't matter because it's the vision. We're pushing. We're going forward.
Exactly.
So,
and JB, I've got mad respect for you for doing this
brother.
as long as you have.
Thank you, brother.
And shining the light on on the talented people that you've had on the show. I mean, I really am honored to be here in the room with Donna Dallas and Frankie and you. And I mean, it's really, I just feel like I'm part of the community and really doing something, So, I mean, it's not much, but it's still, I'm trying to really, I was born and raised here.
No,
I've been
come
here my
on.
whole life. And, I'm very proud of the people that I know that are super talented like Donna and Frankie. So it's just, it's an honor to be here.
You're exactly. Well, thank you, sir. That's,
All right.
remarkable. And now I want to say we're doing 200 episodes now on the phone. I think at our scheduled call here we have 2 guys that are working hard. They're doing something cool. It's a restaurant. It's a gourmet kind of taco restaurant pop-up deal. And tell me, is this Dalton? Dylan? Dalton? Hold on.
Yeah, this is Dylan.
All right.
Dylan, what's happening, buddy? Thanks for calling in. How in the heck are you? Thanks for calling WJBW, and let's talk about it. We're going to talk a little bit about what you do. Is the other guy there, too? The other Dylan?
Yeah, I'm here.
Both of you guys are there.
Both you guys.
All right, great. So listen, why don't you tell us a little bit about your concept? Give us an idea. What you said, hey, let's do a pop-up gourmet taco shop. How did the inception of that become?
Well, oddly enough, it started off one night about a conversation. I think I asked Dylan, I was like, hey, do you want to make tacos professionally? And I said yes.
Yes.
100%.
Of course you should.
That's basically how it started, I mean.
You definitely. So you guys were like, hey.
And how long ago did this start? When did you first start this?
Our first event's actually coming up February 4th at Nora's Sugar Shack. I think the idea kind of set into place, I want to say
February
about
4th.
2 months ago.
Very cool.
Oh.
Yeah, around November, the beginning of November, I want to say.
So, you're going to be DJing out that night.
Oh, Frankie's going to be
Pumping
DJing
around.
that
Oh,
night.
so you got Frankie Messina DJing out that night. He is
Wow.
here in the room, which is very cool. You're doing
Right
a
on, yeah.
pop-up
Yeah,
Nora's
he's sitting
Sugar
right here.
Shack.
Say hi, Frank.
Say with
Frankie.
Bring the tacos. I'll bring the record.
Yeah, there you go. So what's the distinction? What's the distinction with your tacos? Do you guys do anything different, or you have creative takes on it? What are your goals to kind of wow people with the pop-up taco?
Yeah, well, we kind of made a decision when we came up with the idea that we didn't want to do just your regular chicken taco or ground beef. So we have, we have like a jerk chicken taco or what's some of the other ones? Well, we kind of took more of a designer, I guess you could say, take on it.
A designer?
Both of us are chefs for quite some time, and we
right
didn't
on.
just want your basic run-of-the-mill. We're making our own tortillas and taco shells.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
We're just taking it to the heart of what good food is, and it's good ingredients, and it's done well.
Right on. So is your menu going to change each time you pop up, or like are you going to keep it consistent? I mean, what kind of what kind of tacos besides the jerk chicken? I mean, do you even know yet, or are you still kind of experimenting with that?
Yeah, we have probably a good few handfuls of tacos that we have right now working, but pretty much every event we're kind of going to have like a revolving door kind of thing.
Right on. Right on.
Kind of take whatever's the most popular and do that a little bit more, as you will.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Where does your culinary experience come from?
Good question.
Do you
that
guys
was
do
my
any
next
particular cuisine in particular, or give us some flavor around?
Well, I've been in the industry about 10 years. Been an executive chef the past 4 or so.
Nice.
I've had mostly a French cooking background, and I kind of got tired of that.
Oh. So duck tacos.
And I've done a little bit of French cooking, and then a lot of just more towards bar food kind of stuff for me.
Right on.
Okay. So cool. So it's kind of the crossbreeding of a little bit of French cuisine, a little bit of delightful snack food. I don't know. Was a frogwa nachos, maybe. I don't know.
Frogwa taco. I don't think we're going to be going there.
Oh, you're not going to go there? Okay.
Oh, come on.
Come on. We thought you might. That sounds delicious, maybe. Anyway.
Say that 3 times.
All right. So there you go. All right. Well, guys, what's the best way people can hook up with you? Of course, they could Google.
Google that right now.
Google Let's Taco About It. Let's Talk About It. But I think your Facebook page. Let me pull that up here.
I heard you guys were going to work with the frog leg enchiladas.
Oh, that sounds good, man.
Just kidding.
Ooh, that's an idea. We might.
Hey, see?
No, I'm sure, if you Google Let's Taco About It Orlando, you could find us. Or on Facebook, I believe it's Let's Talk About It FL is the Facebook.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Link.
Let's Taco About It FL.
Very nice.
Yes.
Well, very cool. Well, we wish you guys the very best of success.
Yes.
I'm on the Facebook page, and that's exactly what it is. Let's Taco About It FL. And you can check these guys. Copper Rocket, Nora's Sugar Shack coming up on, what is that, the 4th? You said that's her 13th, 13th
Nora's
anniversary
on
out
the
there.
4th, and then Copper Rocket 11th.
Nice.
Very
Very
nice.
nice.
Cool.
We need to have these guys pop up in here in the studio,
you
and
want
we'll taco about
Okay.
it.
We talk
For real.
about it in here.
It was-
All right. Well, good. Well, we wish you guys nothing but the best of luck in this endeavor. Again, we appreciate the fact you took some time to call
Absolutely.
in and keep us abreast of your taco adventures down the line, please.
Yes.
We want to keep we want a clean line of sight of what you're doing with tacos, because I love some tacos, man.
Me too.
Hard or soft? That's what we want. You prefer hard or soft?
I think we're more soft tacos.
Uh-huh.
We're doing soft tacos, yeah.
Okay, so mostly soft. All right, so the hard.
It's
all
kind
right.
of dirty
Gotta get
the way
corn,
you said that,
corn
too.
tortilla.
I did not appreciate
What?
that.
Come on, you did.
My mom is
oh
listening.
My God. Okay.
She only likes the soft.
Okay. Okay.
Just kidding.
All right. Well, Dylan, appreciate both you guys calling in.
Yeah, man.
Let's Talk About It FL on Facebook. Check them out there. A couple local spots you can go check them out as well. Appreciate you, buddy.
Yeah, man. Thanks for calling
Thanks
in,
again.
you guys.
Thanks for doing it.
We look forward to seeing you,
You guys
out.
rock.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Nothing
All right,
the best
all
of you.
right.
All right. Very cool. So pop-up kitchens through Nicholas Salido, our good buddy Modern Music Movement. Oftentimes will
Yeah.
refer folks over to us since we're talking a lot about food now. We
Definitely.
appreciate that. So again, it's a WJBWnetworks.com. You can go check us out there. Let's roll into a little bit of music, get a little bit of libations. We're going to run into the quarter till hour here. What are we? Oh, well, that was a 5-minute call with those guys.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get our bearings, come back, go into Donna Dallas, kind of get a little bit
There's only so
deeper
much
there.
you can taco about.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
When there's no
bad.
tacos.
Listen how little.
Yeah,
that is.
that's great because that was really. Oh, see, not
sorry.
so great. Not so great.
How's that? Is that better?
All right. So we're gonna go into some music right now. Some music right now, right? Instead of the board.
Yeah, we're going to pull up.
What are you pulling up?
I got a couple things for you here, and I tried to pull most things that were love centric. So this is from across the way in UK, United Kingdom, Vienna Ditto. Whatever comes my way. Enjoy this. We'll be right back.
Oh yeah.
The day is getting on. The market traders pack away their wares. The hour's been and gone. I listen for your footfall on the stairs. I'll never hear your voice. Call up to me again. And love is an addiction that makes beggars of us all. And I shall take whatever comes my way. A glimmer in the dark attracts my restless eye. A throwaway remark. Your love is like the leaves upon the tree. Someday those leaves will fall, and winter comes to stay. And love is an addiction that makes beggars of us all. And I shall take whatever comes my way. And I saw my old blue coat today. But the cold sick rain, it's not going anywhere. Like me, it's here to stay. I love you like the rain. A million flakes of snow that melt too fast. The cross ties on the rail. You left me like some cold and distant star. I'll never feel your warmth upon my face again. And love is an addiction that makes beggars of us all. And I shall take whatever comes my way.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Welcome back.
Hey,
welcome back. It's WJBW Networks.
That was nice. What were we just listening to?
Proudly
right
presents the JB Rev Show.
Yeah.
That was a group Portrayal. Out of the UK. Before that, it was Vienna Ditto, also out of the UK. A lot of great sounds. United Kingdom.
Oh, I was thinking Polk County. I didn't, wasn't sure.
Polk County.
Oh, the UK.
Okay, no, not
not UK with a Y and a U and a KEE.
No.
All right, just making sure.
But they're out there. We play their music here and there.
All right.
Okay.
The UK.
All right. The UK. The United Kingdom, my man.
All right.
All right.
I've heard of that.
All right. You've heard of that. Good. It has your seal of approval over there. Okay.
Across the pond.
Yeah, just some country across the way.
Yeah, man.
All right.
So
in studio, I'm happy to say we have Donna Dallas. Thank you so much for doing this again. We're going to bust into a local legend, definitely local legend, and we're going to say of love. Local legend of love, Donna Dallas.
Nice.
Over 20 years serving the scene, officially dubbed Ambassador of Love, Buddy Dyer in the year 2007. It's been real. We know our friend Swanberger. We know such an inspiring figure in Orlando history. She came here and gave me a heart. I got a heart on.
I got a heart,
I am excited that she is in studio. And thank you so much. You've done so much incredible work. I'm so interested to hear about your background, what being an ambassador of love actually entails. And I want to kind of start it off and say, it's important to define what is love. I think everybody might have a different version of what love is.
I know Delight wrote a song about it.
Okay.
What is love?
What is love? What is love?
That's true.
Well, there you go. So we're going to tackle all these questions and more. Welcome in studio, the most wonderful and delightful, our local legend of love, Donna Dallas.
Donna Dallas.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you so
remarkable.
much.
And
You're
that's
remarkable.
not Dallas like the city. It's Dallas
nobody said that.
Well, no, but what I used voice texting today to tell Gary that you were on the show, and it came out Donna Dallas, like Debbie Dallas. And I was like, no, Dallas, Dowless.
Yes.
Thanks, Mr. Uncomfortable.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, but it sounds like Dallas, does it not? But
Yes.
yes, so that's why we went there.
So welcome,
All right.
but we always like to start with people's origins. So when did you first come to Orlando? Give us a little bit about that. What the palette, what the temperature reading was here.
I have a great and interesting life.
Yes.
My father was in the military, so I have lived all over, moving every 2 years, all over the United States of America. Yes. And I came to Orlando in 1987. My first career was in the venue management field. I was in Washington, D.C., running RFK Stadium and the Capitol Center.
Wow.
I have worked with many legends in sports and entertainment, Vince Lombardi, Ted Williams, worked with the opening of the Rolling Stones. I met Andy Warhol in the 70s.
Wow.
Worked with the Beatles, worked with Feld Entertainment.
Back up there. Andy Warhol, Beatles. You can't fly by.
Yeah, I mean, that's incredible.
Give us so you were in D.C. at that time when that was going down.
Yes.
So what was the color around that scenario?
Well,
give us each one. Yeah.
A couple scenarios.
Okay.
My dad wanted me to join the military. So he took me to see
Of
the
course he
recruiter,
did.
certainly.
Yes.
And I respect and honor that.
Yeah.
Serving your country.
Without
I had a different idea about serving the country, but that's okay.
Right,
My mother
right.
was a secretary, and she thought if you could, type and take shorthand, you could get a job anywhere.
Sure.
So I went to the Washington School for Secretaries. I thought that I would go to work on Capitol Hill and change the world. My career counselor said, we get a great job for you at RFK Stadium, Washington Senators, Washington Redskins, Vince Lombardi, Ted Williams, icons in the sports field.
Just kind of working with them as an attaché or something? Or?
No, I was a junior secretary starting my career.
Are you paying attention? Listen.
About 30 or 60 days later, the Beatles started their U.S. tour.
Wow.
And so I worked with the Beatles. But it was a job. It was my job.
Right.
So, meeting John Lennon and Ringo Starr and George Harrison. When I talk about it today, it's a whole different scenario than being there and working with it. I was a young woman and hit the ground running.
Yeah, you did.
So as life continued to progress, then Washington, D.C. built a new sports arena called the Capitol Center Sports Arena.
Okay.
The Baltimore Bullets came from Baltimore to
All right.
open the arena. And then the Rolling Stones were opening their world tour, and they were traveling with Andy Warhol.
Wow.
And I had the great opportunity to work with them.
That is amazing.
So I've worked with everyone from Frank Sinatra to the Funkadelic, Parliament Funkadelic, and
Oh my God.
so it's a giant.
Frank Sinatra, though.
As long as I've known you, I had no idea
didn't know-
about it.
I didn't know all
just
that
thought
either.
You painted hearts,
Okay.
you know, and they were awesome. You know,
Wow.
seriously. I mean, don't.
Well,
I know you're not offended
well,
by
this
that.
is why
but,
we
like,
do
that's-
this. I mean, you know, and that's incredible. And you
That is
recently,
totally-
too, have been really focused on here. And what kind of jarred my mind was like, I was watching TV and I saw you and Buddy Dyer there. And I'm like, she's the ambassador of love. And I knew it before. And I was like, I took a picture of the TV. So to us, we're all goo goo gaga. I can't be all professional. It's a big deal to have you here. So thank
Absolutely.
you. Thank you
Thank you.
again. And again, this is rich history in general. And
Duh.
right up our alley, rock and roll and everything. So
It totally makes sense.
what a
now,
great
though.
job. And,
I
and
mean,
to say, too, back in the day, it wasn't the laptop, it wasn't the cell phone. You legitimately had to be able to type 70 words a minute or something or more.
120.
And, see, Jesus.
120.
Jiminy.
So it's been
Yeah.
a very interesting journey as I talk about traveling the journey of life.
right.
We travel on the journey of life. Each day is new, each day is different. But we always travel with a heart, and we travel with love, and we discover the things that come before us.
Right.
So I take those experiences of my life's work in the sports and entertainment and the industry,
Right.
but to love one another and share with one another and support one another, that's how we're going to continue to thrive and survive and be the great city that we are.
Absolutely.
That's what Orlando's all
Donna,
about.
I always knew you were super cool, but I didn't realize just how cool you really are. I mean, like, you know, wow. I'm like getting all teary-eyed over here. Like, just like, when you gave us the hearts today, you especially, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just the way you present it and the way you, like, you know, it's just, I mean,
Well,
they really.
we'll kind of get to that. I think about the
Yeah.
ambassador of love, the role. I'm fascinated to understand what that entails. But you were kind of talking about, you know, this experience in DC, and then that's how you kind of came to Orlando, or what were the conditions around coming here?
Well, from D.C. back in the 70s,
Right.
they were building a big entertainment complex in Lakeland, Florida. Orlando didn't have it, Tampa didn't have it, but Lakeland was way ahead of its time. We had an
Absolutely.
arena, a theater, and an exhibition hall.
Right.
And many great entertainers opened their world tours in Lakeland, Florida.
Absolutely.
Springsteen,
Yep. I've seen some good shows
Cat
in Lakeland.
Stevens,
Yeah. Yeah.
Ozzy Osbourne,
Right.
REO Speedwagon.
Randy Rhoads had the problem there, right?
Well, Randy Rhoads died here, and like when they were getting ready to perform
But we had the great opportunity of hosting many Broadway shows, you know, world tours of great arts and entertainment.
Right.
And also many exhibitions of, you can name it, from here to eternity, the different types of shows. So I grew up in the entertainment business, live entertainment. And I'm very thankful for that. And then in 1987, I was approached by the owner of Ticketmaster, which was the Pritzker family and Fred Rosen, to start up a small ticketing company in the Southeast. They were already going in the West Coast and in New York, but a little company called Ticketmaster.
Well, yeah.
And now
Little
it's,
company.
as you know, it's a
Live Nation.
major
You were
player
there-
No,
owned
right?
by Live Nation.
You were there at
Yes.
the beginning of that?
I was there at the beginning of that, yes.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like you should have been on that show back in the 80s called That's Incredible. Were you on that show?
All right.
No.
Your Gen X is leaking
I
out.
know,
there.
it is.
Okay,
Ugh.
tuck that back in.
These millennials have no idea. What I'm
Yeah, well,
talking about.
that's besides the point. But
All right.
I think again, the important thing to talk about is, you know, you come here to Orlando. Now, when did the art kind of start coming out? When did the art happen for you? What was the impetus there?
My mother was
question.
an artist.
Oh.
And I always wanted to be an
And a
artist.
secretary.
And a secretary.
Right.
That's correct.
Right.
Yes. And so I always wanted to go to school and become an artist.
Okay.
And when I had the great opportunity to hang out with Warhol and the Stones, and I talked to Andy about, when I talk about this, it's like my skin crawls off because it's such a amazing thing. But I had the,
My skin's crawling off.
One-on-one with Andy.
Is that what that is?
One-on-one with Andy to say, one of these days I'm going to school, I'm going to become an artist. And he goes, stop. And he looks me in the eye and he says, are you an artist? Wow. And I said, yes. He goes, then be the artist. If you're the artist in your heart, be the artist. Now, it took me a few more years to kind of get that going, but it stayed with me. And that was an inspiration to me. So it wasn't until, that was the 70s, so it was in the early 90s that I started painting and realized that I was never going to have time because I was too busy working to go to art school. So once again, self-taught.
Right.
Self-taught corporate
Brilliant,
executive,
brilliant.
self-taught artist. And sometimes that's the coolest thing is you just lay it down.
That's
You just
right.
lay it down.
Take the bull by the horns, as it
You
were.
just-
Figure
you
it out
just
as you're
go
working
for
it.
it.
Yeah,
Yes.
Do just what
that's
Andy
incredible.
said.
It's
Be
the
the artist.
It's the chutzpah.
Be
It's
the
the
artist.
chutzpah. You gotta have some gravitas, as it were, right? You gotta have
Gravitas.
a little oomph
Well,
to
it's
make
a
that
choice.
happen. So
it's a choice. You choose if you want to.
Yeah.
Do it. You have nothing to lose. What do you have to lose? Everything to gain,
Right.
nothing to lose.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So you started painting, kind of self-taught, and then what I heard and read up, and tell me if this is true. Some of your artwork hangs in pretty prestigious folks' home, pretty talented people's homes all across the country. I think, you've kind of they bought your art. Some pretty famous folks out there. Is that true? Is that kind of
They were given my
How did
art.
that- they were
the
given your art?
promoters, the managers,
Yeah.
people that wanted to do something special for Cher, Elton John,
That's incredible.
others in the Bee Gees.
Really?
Barbara
The
Streisand?
BJs, Barbara
I
Streisand,
see.
Bette Midler.
Wow.
So many, Neil Diamond, Celine Dion has several pieces.
Wow.
So how
The heart makes people feel good.
Yeah,
Love
it does.
makes people feel good.
You're right.
And so
Wow.
So
one thing led to another.
And it's incredible. And then it sounds like it kind of became, almost a desired piece in saying, here, this is what Orlando is about. And does that kind of, these folks, I presume, are coming through Orlando, or there was some connection here. Or how did that whole thing happen with the celebrity getting your art?
Well, I've
Who
shown
was
my
behind
work all over the country.
Yeah.
And also, I have collectors all over the world. I have collectors in Hong Kong and Paris and Japan and Italy. So I have collectors all over, and all over the United States as well. So I'm very thankful for that, and I
Without
appreciate
question.
it so much.
Yeah.
And it's about people working with people supporting people.
Sure.
When you love in your heart and you pay attention, love is an amazing, amazing power. So I'm very thankful for that.
We are thankful.
I'm like,
Amen to that. It is, and
Fiberglass
it
over
really. We had a scenario here where it was like we do this, and when this is all we do is focus on people and talk about people, and there was a chance, I guess, to get recognized for that, which is fine. But we didn't. It didn't happen for us. But to have you here this week is so huge for us because it's that quiet confidence that I know that we have, and that impactful. Genuine sense that we admire and extol praise upon people for being the badass that they're quietly being. So the fact that you're here is awesome. And again, all that hullabaloo out there doesn't mean anything. Is that me?
that
is that my
definitely
mic?
you.
All right,
That
turn
is
that.
you. That's no. You're
Now,
kicking.
now it's you.
All right,
I'm
no.
kicking. I'm
You're
sorry.
kicking.
Okay. Well,
All
we
right.
are. All right. Live on the JB Rev Show. We are
I know
speaking
you're
with
excited.
Donna Dallas.
I'm
I am
excited.
excited.
I'm
Not Dallas.
totally-
Donna Dallas.
Right,
and
right.
In the room, Frankie Messina over there. Thank you, brother.
Shaking his head
do-
in disbelief, like I am.
we kind of got almost up to date, and I guess we're almost to the point where it'd be interesting to really hear about the Ambassador of Love, kind of how that all came into being, and then what does that entail, and then I want to open up for questions.
Thank you. And I must say that I'm very honored to be here on your 200th episode. I think
that's-
it's very significant in life and in art and in our community that you take time to recognize people, and that's how we grow. And Frankie, I'm honored to be here with Frankie Messina, who does
Me
so much
too.
in our community.
Absolutely.
It was in 2007, and I did a show at City Arts Factory called Everything Love.
Nice.
And lots of people in the community showed up, including Mayor Buddy Dyer.
All right.
So there was a great plethora of artists, professionals, community partners, everyone showed up. And that's what I love about our city. We show up for others.
Yeah, you come out.
So another thing that, when I first met you, Donna, was back in like 2000, 2001, and it was at K Restaurant.
At the K.
And I met you through Kevin Fonzo. And you had your artwork in his restaurant.
Yes.
And since then, you also, I don't know if it was about that same time, but the hotel downtown.
Grand Bohemian.
Yeah, the Grand Bohemian, which you still are a part of that as well. And didn't you kind of correlate like the art that comes through there? What was your connection with that?
Well, I was contacted by the Grand Bohemian to
Richard Kessler, right?
to show there. Yes.
Okay.
And so we got together.
Right.
And it made sense, and
absolutely,
I became a community partner. What
There
I
we
call a
go.
community partner.
Okay.
So I was still a Ticketmaster, so we would hold our conferences and
Okay.
meetings there.
Right.
And then it went on to extend to the art.
Right.
So I have a big show coming up on February the 10th called Heart and Soul, and that's my 13th year at the Grand Bohemian of supporting community and
When is that?
downtown.
February 13th?
February 10th.
Oh, 10th.
February 10th.
What day of the week is that?
It's a Friday.
It's a Friday.
February 10th, 6 to
badass.
9.
Okay.
So we kind of buried the lead on that one, but that's good. That's good. We figured that out. I didn't realize that long connection there,
Yes.
which is incredible.
Yeah.
And going back to the City Arts thing, I think City Arts was kind of burgeoning and new at that time.
Well, we had the Orlando
2007.
Visual Artists League.
Okay.
And so that was bringing all the arts and community together. And when Buddy came to the show, when our mayor came to the show All About Love in
Right.
the City Arts Factory, he was very in tune with what arts and culture mean to the community. It brings our city to life. Arts and culture bring a city to life.
Absolutely.
So he said, we got to do something about this. Hence,
Right.
through a little research and a little understanding of what love means. And many years ago, there was an ambassador of love to the United States of America.
Oh, really?
A very famous singer called Pearl Bailey. You have to go back and think about Pearl Bailey.
Yeah. All right.
She was a very, very famous singer. So
Right, yeah.
the president appointed her ambassador of love for the United States of America. And then the United Nations appointed her the ambassador of love for the whole world.
Wow.
So Buddy, being the brilliant guy that he is, did a little research on that. A few months later, we came to another event at City Arts and with the official proclamation. So 2007, I became the official ambassador of love
Wow.
to the city of Orlando, only city in the United States of America that has an ambassador of love. Yes.
See, this is
Wow.
incredible.
Yes.
That's a little incredible factoid that I'm very glad you brought up. That distinction here in Orlando, and it is the city beautiful, and that's where you know it's not to tie beauty and love together, but that is
No, it
It's
is.
amazing.
Love
Not-
is beautiful.
Well, it's
Yeah.
the beauty's the inside, right? It's the inside,
Yeah.
it's the outside. We are speaking with Donna Dallas, ambassador of love for the city of Orlando, the only ambassador of love in the United
Soon-
States.
soon
Can we
to be
say
the
that?
world.
Can
I
we
can
say
see
that?
that
We're going to send
happening.
you up to Trump and get him straightened out. That's what we're going to do.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm getting
Anyways,
okay.
why you got to throw a monkey wrench in
Let me
that?
steer this. Let me steer this plane
Yeah.
into the river so we
Anyways.
survive. All right,
Let's
go ahead.
not talk about that.
Let's go back to how awesome Buddy Dyer is by appointing
That's a
her
great-
as
that's a
ambassador
great-
of love.
that's a great thing.
And I mean, Buddy Dyer, it will definitely go down in history as being Orlando's number one mayor for sure. I mean, I foresee Buddy being the mayor for the next 20 years. I mean, he just has nothing but love for the
buddy.
city. And that's why, I mean, he does things
He is a
like,
great mayor.
You know, appoints her as the ambassador.
Well, and that kind of innovative
I mean-
thinking again, speaks to the culture here in Orlando.
That's why I'm
the
proud to be
community, the
here in
culture.
Orlando.
It really is
Absolutely.
amazing, and it's the real deal. And unfortunately, that tragedy just pulled back the covers on how real it is.
Right.
So,
indeed,
as you talk about being an ambassador of love, maybe that's the best way to kind of talk around the incident at Pulse and talk about how you really saw the community come together when it needed to.
We are a city of the world.
Yes,
We are a community that is diverse, that is strong, that embraces community, that embraces one another, that embraces love.
Absolutely.
We have done that for many years. And when your mayor and the city officials support this feeling,
right,
it is strong, it rises up, and we are love. We are Orlando proud, we are Orlando united, we are Orlando love.
Absolutely.
And
and another way this ties together, and just kind of breaking news, but Markeith Lloyd has been busted. He's in custody now.
Oh, that's right.
Amen.
That's another way that the community
that just happened over the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, Orlando really has been going through a lot in the past year, and just the way our community, ties together, and it's incredible. I'm so proud to be born and raised here.
So, and I agree, it's an awesome place to be, and somewhat a little show like we do here can kind of flourish here because of the community. So, Thank you for that. Thank you for nurturing that. And what I'm interested to learn is because I saw an article from a while ago in that you were kind of open and free to entail to describe what the role of ambassador of love entails. And so is part of that kind of being open to coming here and talking to us, is part of that going to events, or what is the definition that you've kind of worked on bring into that role?
In conversations with the mayor, with Buddy and other city officials, and with the community, I think you have to hear the voices of all,
right?
So we can remain real.
Right.
So
and unified.
You listen to the community.
Right.
And the common thread in our community is love, understanding, diversity, arts, culture, and growth, and being open to receive what's going on, to really stand up and listen to everyone.
Yes.
Because we are everyone. We are equality.
I agree with that.
We are strong. We are love.
Exactly. And it doesn't matter what your race is, what your gender is, what your sexuality is. We're all people.
Together. We are a community united. We are.
And that's one thing that have always noticed about Orlando, especially in all the different communities, actually, the Hispanic community, the gay community, just all the communities. I mean, this is the place.
The millennials, the seniors,
Yeah.
we come together.
We really do.
We come together.
I mean, it's a nice mesh that just, it's very uplifting. I'm very, I can't say how proud I am to be here.
I know.
Especially in the same room with Frankie and,
I'm
and
kind
Donna.
of welling up too because recently it was Martin Luther King Jr. National Holiday.
Monday.
Day before
Yes.
was his birthday.
Yesterday.
And the whole premise of what he does is, again, very much like you were saying, is hate is way too expensive. Hate is way too damaging. Love should be the easier choice. And a lot of the times, and we kind of circle back to the very beginning where we kind of define what love is, everybody may have a different definition. Oh, I love those tacos. Oh, I love that car. We use it loosely. We use it in wrong context at some time when, it breaks down to the simple meaning of the word, where eros, is more the erotic side of it, and agape is true, straight up love. And this comes from the Greek definition of the word love. So it's kind of even split in two there. So it can be, almost a lustful, oh, I love that just out of the way it makes me feel, or I love something unconditionally. So I like to define that and maybe even get your feedback on, the concept of breaking down the word in that manner, being able to say, is it this love or that love?
Well,
or is it all just love?
It is all
It's
love.
all love.
Okay, and when you talk about unconditional, so like many things as we go through life, love begins with us, in our heart,
Right.
in our way. And when you learn to love you, then you may share that love with those around you. And that's a very challenging thing. We're not taught about loving us. But when you honor, respect, and understand the love that you have, therefore you may share that with all of those around you. And I call it the power of love surrounding you and going out and sharing that with everyone and having a voice. And however you choose to love, it's still love.
Okay.
Love is love
Yeah.
is love is love.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And we are speaking with Donna Dallas, working to define the many beautiful,
so incredible.
the
I'm like over
coat
here,
of many
like,
colors
crying.
that is love. It is true. I know. I'm welling up too, brother. It's very grateful to have you in studio.
Oh my
Thank you.
gosh!
And
Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
love.
I'm
that
very
you're in the
honored.
I
studio.
love that you're here.
I'm
Yeah,
very honored.
we love it. So what's awesome is we can kind of talk a little bit about. I would like to. You've got that event coming up out there. Where is
On
it
the
again?
10th at the Grand Bohemian.
I was almost
downtown.
said Gaylord Palms. Or
Heart
something.
and soul.
Heart and soul.
Heart
Year
and
number
soul.
13.
That's fantastic. What kind of things do you have on the roadmap for Orlando? Are there things that you would love to do here, bring to the city? Love to bring to the city? Any kind of far out there dreams or goals for your role with us? And I do want to say too, we want to give an all call to people. We want to open up the phone lines as well. 407-379-9529. If you want to call in and show us some love, we want that. Do that. You're more than welcome. We got about half a dozen people hanging on with us right now live.
good.
So
Let's hear
that's
from
good.
the people.
So we'd love to hear from you. You can chat live through Spreaker, but we are Spreaker. We are here at inside WJBW Web Studios, speaking with Donna Dallas, the ambassador of love for the city of Orlando, and. So again, the trajectory of where you want to go with it, and maybe in the future you can refer people to us because we want to help be the voice. We want to help to be the voice part. We would love that.
The more voices, the more beautiful the choir.
There you go.
The more voices,
No
the more
doubt.
beautiful
Yeah.
the choir.
That is awesome saying. That's
Yes.
brilliant.
So as we all come together in the name of love, in the feeling of love, and stand up and rise up over so much controversy and challenge that we face each day in the life that we live,
Yeah, it's hard.
love will find a way.
Absolutely.
And I'll help you, and
Yeah.
you'll help me, and I'll help Frankie, and Frankie will help me,
Yeah.
and Jerry will help you, and Jerry
Jerry's
will
helped
help
me.
me. So then we all can 1 + 1 +
Yeah.
1 + 1 equals thousands, + 1 equals tens of thousands, +
Amen.
1 equals a million, + 1 equals
a-
millions.
eternity.
One heart at a time.
The math of love.
Yes.
The math of
Yes.
love.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
That's glorious. Do you have any, and now what we've got queued up here again, because our community, we've got some Chakra Khan queued up to close us out here with Love is at the Core, and then we're going to follow that up with Pulse, probably come back, talk a little bit with Frankie.
Absolutely.
But we've got some more time here with you. Was there anything over the course of Orlando, barring a tragedy or anything, but anything maybe antidotical?
Yeah, something that's really-
that you were like, oh my goodness, this is happening.
Stood out to you.
Maybe it involved Morgan Steele? No, I'm just...
Well, I love Morgan.
Yeah, I know.
I love
That's
Morgan.
what I'm saying.
I love
Anything
Morgan.
that you're like, okay, this is Orlando. This is crazy. This is happening.
Ralph Fest.
no.
Ralph Fest.
Ralph. Oh, there we go.
Well, I mean, yeah, and let's not kind of set her up with the question. Let's just, I mean, something
Let's hear
that's
from the people. Can we take a couple calls?
well,
Is that-
can
we do
we're gonna
that?
have them call in because that's the thing right now. We
Do
got
we-
someone in right now.
We'll get it set up so during
Yeah.
the music, maybe we should go cut away a little bit and
let's
come
ta-
back.
take a break
Queue
for-
up a couple calls here.
Yeah.
It is 407-379-9529. That's the direct studio line. We invite you to call in. I know there is someone, and I believe it's backwards, is Karma, so that's ARMKA. No, is that right?
I don't know. I don't even know what you're talking about right
It's
now.
an anti-bullying group. Hold on.
Oh,
RMAC.
okay.
RMAC. Is that right? RMAC. Is that it? Let me try to find it.
Your guess.
Someone contacted me today. They heard you were going to be on the show, and they do anti-bullying campaign, and they have a whole group, and they're very interested in calling in. So let me see if I can get that set up. We're going to cut away over
let's
to
take a break to a song.
We're going to cut away. We got a couple from Chakra Khan here, again, out of Orlando. It's Da Vinci and Alexandra Love Sarton.
Yes, Alexandra Love. We love her.
Yeah, see, there you go.
She's all about the
couple
love.
Incredible tracks.
Absolutely.
First one's Love Is at the Core. Next one is Pulse. So dig the beautiful sounds. We'll be right back. It's WJBWnetworks.com, the JB Rev Show. Donna Dallas in studio. Frankie Messina, the Reverend across the way.
All right.
Enjoy this beauty. Enjoy this.
I am learning the new. I am courageously discovering me. I am only interested in genuine interaction. I am feeling peace. I am alive, and I thrive with ease. I am the creator, and I am not here to cater to you. I am here to be pleasing to me. Awakening love with every step. When I figure it out inside, then you and I can connect. And it'll be real, no cliche, no nicety. Cause if I can't be honest with you about who I am, then how are you supposed to get to know me or treat me right? I can't expect for you to read my mind with my own words I can't express. I put in work, and others who have come before me are leaving signals. All the answers have been written, we must only see. It's just one view, but hopefully you're doing the same. And we can meet at the summit, cause it's coming and it knows my name. I've been this way many, many times before. And it's about love more than anything, cause love is at the core. Love is at the core. Love is at the Love is at the Love is at the We are redefining success. We are unlearning what we thought we knew. We are equal to you. Yeah, yeah. We it's strange how we call the outside world crazy, deranged, insane. There's a pulse and it's fading, but we claim we're still alive through all the feelings we negate. We can do better. We've sacrificed too many thoughts to sadness and the anger in our mind. We've praised perfection over connection, over connection. We're putting out the call. The war outside is false. It echoes from within, presents itself again. We're putting out the call. The war outside is false. It echoes from within, presents itself again. There's beauty on the other side. They can keep us from getting there. Maybe we'll continue to fight. That's the hope. But peace is known from inside, not behind imaginary lines. Your guess is good as mine. They can keep us fleeing enemies. Maybe we'll continue to hide. All is dark, power down our minds. For convenience in a stream of imitation light. There's a pulse of denial, like a lifeline we're clinging tight. A place where others are to blame, and fame is worth any price they name. But we know better. We've sacrificed too many nights to violence and too many days to shame. We've praised perfection over connection. Over connection. We praise perfection over connection. Over connection. We praise perfection. War outside over connection. That goes from away connection. Presents itself again. We praise now the call. War outside is false. That goes from within, presents itself again. We're putting out the cold. The war outside is false. That goes from within, presents itself again. We're putting out the cold. The war outside is false. That goes from within.
WJBW.
The electronics are so predominant that people would really prefer that.
All right. So we're back with the JB Rev Show. This is our 200th episode.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Awesome. Congratulations,
Bravo.
JB.
200 episodes.
We love
Thank you
you.
so much. Thank you. We love you.
There's no better way to celebrate this than with Donna and Frankie.
We have Donna Dallas,
Dallas.
in studio. Hey, buddy, hang tight. We got Donna Dallas in studio, Frankie Messina over there, and we have a special call in. This is a gentleman behind AMRAC. Which is against. Tell us a little bit about your organization. Thanks for calling in. Who this be? Tell us who you are. Welcome.
Yeah.
Sure, no problem. My name is Sean Roberts. I'm producing an anti-bully film called AMRAC. How you guys doing today?
Awesome. Wonderful.
Great.
Thank you so much for calling in.
Yes.
I think it's remarkable.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
The project, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Yeah, you're doing good. Go ahead. Get right into it.
All right, awesome. The project is designed to help people who are having issues with bullying. It can range from elementary school all the way up until the corporate world. And the project is set up to help people deal with the issues and let them know that there's a support system out there. And pretty much the film is set up in a situation where the kid is in high school and the girl is being bullied because she's smart. And one of the kids that's bullying her, he suffered from an illness himself. He has cancer. But the reason why he's bullying her is because he sees that she's excelling in school, and he used to excel in school, but his sickness is causing him to be angry at the girl. And there's a twist to this film. Mm-hmm.
Sean, you're not on a speakerphone right now, are you?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you much better now. Thank you for taking you off the speakerphone. Continue. Thank you.
That's our producer.
No
yeah.
problem.
Sean, sorry. Okay, there he is.
No problem. No
All
problem.
right, there you go.
Better
So
quality.
basically, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was saying. So basically, what happens is that he continues to bully the girl. He gets to a point where he physically harms the girl. And there's a twist to the story. This is why it's called AMRAC. And AMRAC is basically karma spelled backwards. Okay, so he gets instant karma because what happens is that he puts the girl in the hospital, and then years pass. She becomes a doctor, and he visits the same hospital with his sickness, and he meets the same person he bullied years ago.
So you got a whole setup here. And how long have you been doing AMRAC, Sean? Give us a little sense of kind of how that started. Do you have something in your life? And I also know that you, I think it was mentioned that you're doing something with the elementary school, and maybe wanted to even ask Donna a question. We have the ambassador of love in the room. Talk about anti-bullying. So give us some flavor. How did AMRAC start out for you? Was it an idea? Just give us a quick overview of that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it was an idea. What happened was I started out in the entertainment industry, promoting artists and managing artists, music artists.
Okay.
And then I would do projects with people.
Yeah.
And what happened was that I did a project with someone, and I contributed to the project. I did what I said I was going to do.
Okay.
And then when it came to the project, I didn't know I was bullied, but I got bullied. What they did was they made it seem like they did everything, and they tried to X me out of the project. And I was like,
crazy.
wait a minute, I know what I did
In the adult world,
but that. Say again.
I said this is in the grown-up world, right?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then I said, so I got upset, and I said, you know what? I'm no longer going to work with that person. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show them what I'm capable of doing. And this is where AMRAC came into play.
Okay.
And one day I was sitting at home, and I said I wanted to make a film called Karma. And I was talking to a friend, and he said call it AMRAC. And I said, AMRAC? He's like, yeah, it's Karma spelled backwards. And then once that happened, something just clicked in me, and I ran with it. So to let you know, it's been an ongoing project for about a year.
All right. So where are we at today? Why are we calling in today, and why did you want to speak with Donna?
Sure. Basically, the project is geared to spread positivity around the world. The project is not just a film, but it's something that I want in all the schools to help the kids who are dealing with these issues, where that they're feeling so low that no one is there. They feel like they're by themselves.
Create a way.
So what I want. Say again.
Yeah, kind of create a way for them to be able to have a way to talk about it, to voice it, which is important.
Right. And to let them know that they have a family out there that cares about them, because there was one video I recently posted, and the girl was beat up brutally by 4 girls, and I felt her loneliness just looking at the video, And, that's why, I created this project because that loneliness causes people to kill themselves.
All right. So
and you have to be at a dark place. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, and those are valid points.
Yeah. So you wanted to specifically ask Donna something. Isn't that why you kind of called in tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
I heard so much about her this evening, and I said what I was looking to do is to collaborate with her in regards to helping people who may have been bullied. It could be in different walks of life. It could be, school, working world, person, being black, white, or gay, or transgender, so on and so forth.
Okay.
Just bringing everyone together to let them know that there's somebody there, there's people there that, support you and you're not alone.
Right
so
on.
my question would be, I would like to know how we can work together to spread the positivity throughout the community, not only in the community, but around the world.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And please keep doing what you're doing. There are so many organizations that are doing so many wonderful things. I know the Holocaust Center here in Orlando started a very effective anti-bullying campaign, Stand Up for Bystanders, and there's so many things going on. And I know Frankie Messina has been involved in some of those things, so I'm going to point over to Frankie, but thank you for doing what you're doing. And Frankie?
Sean, I think it's a beautiful thing that you're doing, bringing awareness to a subject. I'm all about bringing people together and sharing a message in the best possible way. And in this community, Donna supports me, all these guys at the radio station, everyone within the sound of my voice right now that know any of us in this room know that we do things together always. We support each other. So there's venues, there could be film nights. I'm seeing a film night, an art show, everything even a children's art show.
Oh, that's cool.
Right.
After they watch the film, part of the film, and I could direct you directly, personally, we could do that with venues all over this town that would love to do that. So I'd love to give a contact.
Yeah.
After this, I'll email you. I love your name. Your name of your film is beautiful.
Yep.
It's got a message all by itself, and I can feel your heart in it. And we're glad you called because people like you are the ones that keep this town.
That's right.
Digging deeper,
Amen.
learning different, and welcoming new people to the city. So thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. It was
we'll
good.
talk soon. I'd be honored to talk to you. Man.
Yes. You guys
Well,
we'll be in touch. Thank
Sean
you.
Roberts of AMRAC on the line. Thank you so much for calling in,
man.
brother. You got some great advice, made some great connections, and that's what we are all about.
Right. It was nice talking to you, buddy.
BJB Rev Show. BJB Rev Show. And thanks. Yeah, I dropped him out the line there.
All right, then.
But before we moved into that call, I guess we were going to talk a little bit, about Frankie and what he's doing, because this is pioneering. It's monumental. This guy put together Apartment E, which was like a basic directory, and I remember in 2010.
Yeah, Frankie. Frankie.
Seriously, dude.
In 2010, this guy reached out to me on Facebook, said, "I love what you're doing, and I'm putting you on my thing here." Oh, hold on, sorry. Let's just close out the phone lines altogether.
Let's do that.
All right, we'll close out the phone lines. We're going to talk with Frankie Messina
we're
a little
definitely
bit
talking
here.
to Frankie.
Probably not. We'll blow off the news. How about that?
Yeah, we're
That
definitely
could have
going off the
That
news.
could have been the taco guy. Maybe he's been
No, that
checking
was
this
the
whole
same.
time.
No,
No, it's okay. We
It's
just
okay.
closed down the phone lines. It's okay. We don't want any interruptions. So I
about
started
you right now,
this
Frankie.
in 2010, and you instantly, like gravity, were there. Go, hey, this is incredible what you're doing. And I was like, this guy is phenomenal. And I asked my friend Perigo.
Totally.
He's like, oh my God, Frankie. And I'm very good friends with Perigo. That's where I came from, was Daytona and Perigo and Art Army and all that.
The revolution.
Yes.
And artarmy.org.
Yes. And so give us some flavor around Apartment E, because that's still valid today. That's
Absolutely.
I follow the blog. I'm still looped into what you're doing. But that kind of was the genesis of the template of me. You're kind of my you're kind of my godfather in this because that's what you do. You give, you spread love, awareness, blankets for the poor. But it all started with Apartment E.
We love you, Frankie.
Yeah, we do.
Frankie, you're
Phenomenal.
so well respected in the community with all the Andrew Spear, Jim Jackson. I mean, dude.
Well, the Arts District, everybody in town.
Absolutely.
Everyone connected with art and also humanity.
Absolutely.
Frankie is a humanitarian.
For real.
He goes from...
Coming from Donna.
It's not about you.
He's all about the love.
Everybody.
He's all about the love.
Yes, he is.
It's all about listening and
into the microphone, Frankie.
24 years with Apartment E. has taught me one thing, that I'm in a room full of people full of love that are still supportive. And first off, just congratulations on your 200th episode.
Yes.
You've done many shows in different aspects through the years, and your 200th episode inviting me to be here is an honor that I'll cherish forever.
Well, thank you,
dude.
And also second, I haven't been on a public forum to express any publicly on this big of a microphone my love and consideration and heartfelt hurt from the tragedy that we had in Orlando.
Yeah.
And the way that the city did come together, and people will remember it forever in this town, how we came together, and that feeling that we had on that night, that week after, the immediate response from every walk of life in this town made me realize that what I had been doing for 24 years in small ways, which built up to this large entire wave that went around the world that showed Orlando what Orlando's really about.
Absolutely.
And ingrained in this city a love that I know that in times of tragedy, the world comes together, but we all have this in our hearts, and we see it every day in the grocery stores, at the art shows. The guy who just called us on the phone, we don't know this guy. We heard it in his voice. We gave him love back because this is a city of love.
Right.
So I appreciate that. The history of Apartment E, it's really long. I'm not going to turn it on me tonight.
No.
Because
you are so not used to focusing on yourself.
Yeah. Well,
you're all about everyone else.
It's just a support group, and I've been very, very, very blessed and happy to have people like Donna from the moment supporting me.
Right.
And she mentioned something about the Oval and City Arts Factory and where her beginnings began in town with art. And I know there's people out there listening to us right now. And I'm always about not the younger guys, but I'm 55 now, and I'm owning it. I'm owning my age.
Well, you know.
But there's new people in town with new ideas.
If you got to call out that you're older than Donna, that's fine.
Oh my gosh, he's like that's amazing.
If I can say what
you look great. You look great.
I have you saying that when the tide rises, all the ships,
I want to say one, Frankie. I want to say one thing.
Yeah, Frankie,
I want to say one thing.
It's
not the years in your life that count; it's the life in your years.
Thank you.
And you, my friend, are living the love.
I feel
you
it.
are living the love, and we
That's amazing.
appreciate, honor, and support you, Frankie Messina.
Seriously,
you
Frankie.
make life better for
You
our
do.
community. We
You really
love
do.
you.
Orlando local legend. We
Thank
dubbed
you.
him that quite a while ago,
Well,
and
I couldn't do it without everyone.
he keeps
around
proving
me.
it.
So
The last thing I'd just like to say.
it's not the last thing, but keep saying.
There are young people out there creating things every day, new art shows, new art groups, just experiencing art by themselves and going out in the city and saying, I'm going to do this group and we're going to get this collective together and do this art show. And I want them to know that there are folks that are watching you and we love you.
Right.
And we want you to know that this is how it all began. Donna with the Oval at Stardust Coffee Shop, which we're naming a name, because this is a local venue spot that a lot of young guys go to now and do art shows.
Right, name the names. It's all good.
Everything in this town started with those venues. So
Right.
don't think what you're doing on that Tuesday night with 6 people in the room, you and your friends sitting there painting on that painting. If
Right.
you got that passion and that idea to build this group and make a change in Orlando, you've already made the change by sitting there with your easel,
You're awesome.
painting on that wall in the cold with your 2 or 3 friends drinking that coffee and enjoying yourself, because that's where we've come from.
Right,
So
right.
we're looking to you to continue us forward.
Yeah, keep it moving.
Absolutely.
That's a beautifully said. That is remarkably accurate.
You count. You count.
It does matter. Keep pushing forward.
Right.
Every little bit, every little inch, every little step forward is an amazing stride.
As long as you're showing your power, as long as you're showing what you've
Yeah.
got inside of you and giving it to the best of your ability, that's all you can do. Don't worry about the finances. Don't worry about who's approving of you. Don't
Right,
worry
right.
about that someone says, oh, that's been done before. Let the jaded folks go right past you. Throw them back to the universe, because the
Right.
positive people are very overwhelming in this town with the love of what you are doing. I know you're listening to me right now. I can see
Yes.
you painting on your painting. I can see in your sketch pad. I can see you sitting there thinking, what is my art about? Or should I go to this open mic night and read my first poem?
Absolutely,
Yes,
you
you should.
I mean, if
Because
that's
what
your
we're about.
passion, that's what you need to do.
And that's the
Orlando's
takeaway.
about.
That's the whole reason I'm here. That's the whole
That's the
reason
takeaway.
JB
That's
is
the
doing
big
here.
takeaway.
That's
That
exactly.
You have to do it.
Is do it. Do it now. Don't wait around.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
you do find synergies in other people coming together. And oh my God, you had this idea, and so did I. And that's what I love about being in a city like this, because
Dude, I'm inspired right now.
You are.
Let me tell you
See,
something.
that's a fantastic.
And
This
I
is-
hope the people listening right now get inspired by this, and that's why we
I agree.
do this.
Those times that you may not think you have anyone on your side with your idea, that's the time for you to reflect upon yourself and build the strength inside of you, and know that, like as the tide goes out, it comes back in.
Wow.
And do not let those quiet moments inside of you die, because that's where Apartment E, the name, was actually the apartment that I was living in,
Okay.
with no electricity,
All right.
for 3 months, fighting a lot of things about my life. The story has been told over and over.
Right.
And I totally called my friends together and said, I'm not following any further. There's more to give.
Do you mind me asking, because there's a lot of people listening right now that don't know the story about, the story that's been told over and over.
1993, I just got some friends together, and they said, what are we getting together for?
Right.
At the Bull and Bush.
Okay.
And
Nice.
I gathered
Right there on
I gathered a busboy
on
together,
Robinson.
that a Latin busboy that did Elvis.
All right. All right.
A very incredible artist, Dan Colonna.
Okay.
Was actually in the kitchen at one of my restaurants I was working in. He said, I've never had an art show. I said, bring your art.
Right on.
I had met Pam Brody.
Yeah.
The English.
Yeah, Pam Brody.
The matriarch of Epcot, but she was at the Bull and Bush. I met a really fantastic girl from a karaoke.
Okay.
And Michael Wanzi was walking around town.
We love Wanzi. We've had Wanzi on the show here.
Many other folks.
Love Michael.
I said, show up at 7 o'clock. I made them dress up.
Really?
I said, dress up in tuxes and your best dresses.
Wow.
And they said,
At the Bull and Bush?
What are we celebrating? And
Wow.
I said, we are celebrating
Life.
us. We're celebrating what you do. And we got
Wow.
together and we toasted to Apartment E that night. And the saying that I have with it is, all that's not given is lost, which actually came from...
Wait, say that again? What
all
is
that is not given is lost.
All that is not given is
I
lost.
saw that movie, City of Joy.
Okay.
At the very end, that slogan was there, and it spoke to me. And
Nice.
I just got together, and I'm saying "I" way too many times in this conversation.
Dude, Frankie,
But-
right now we're focusing on you.
I'm holding.
Because
I'm
you
holding
always-
I'm holding Donna's heart
But
in my hand.
You focus on so many people
Well-
that's why we're actually want to focus
It's
on you
important.
and what you do.
I'm really
It's
happy. I'm
important.
really happy this time and everything I've been doing, because I've always, every event that I do, it seems brand new to me. And what's
That's
happening
awesome.
is people in town that I've looked up to, that have been my mentors, and there's plenty of artists I could name, and you know your names
Absolutely,
out there.
yes.
Donna being one
Well,
out of many. But
the number one.
Thank you, Frankie. No, just one of them.
One of
many.
the
Okay.
main
One of many.
ones
Indeed.
that
Yes.
has
So humble.
Many.
always humbled me with her presence, her attendance, her hug, to continue what we were
Her
doing.
hearts.
Incredible.
I show up.
Show
I
up.
show up.
Support.
It's the support. Exactly.
You love the love.
Your
You
friends
show up
selling
in
art
love.
in Thornton Park,
Right.
go out and at least say, hey, buy him
So-
a beer or something.
So continue forward with just a small little history.
Continue
I
forward.
actually, at one time a couple years ago, was thinking not. I don't say the word failure. There's some words I do not say, like the word need. I don't. There's words
Okay.
I've
Or
gotten-
I even.
I-
Yeah.
And I was thinking that other folks that start something and have this dream, this pipe dream, open up a venue, say a Pacific coffee shop or an art gallery.
Right.
And I was thinking I had done something wrong by not having that in my 24 years. And then I realized very quickly that if I had done that, the saying that when someone says, come to play in my playground. Well, I've been playing other people's playgrounds and other venues, and I would not know 90% of the people that I know in this town or in around Florida, you guys. I would
Right.
not know you if I was stuck in my venue for the last 25 years.
There you go.
Right.
Waiting for you to come to
Waiting
me.
for us to come to you. You're
So,
going.
so it's been in a physical sense and a mental sense and an emotional sense that I've gone to you. And I've gone to where you've been, and I've not defined it, even by putting it inside a building.
Right.
So
okay.
one day I do hope to
great.
have a
That's great.
venue, but when I do, I'll know that I had
It'll be right.
this movement called Apartment E, and I was
Right.
really
And
happy.
it's
when
remarkable.
I opened the Orlando Weekly in 2013.
Okay.
And everyone was calling saying, Frankie, did you see the Weekly? Did you see the Weekly? I was like, what? I was opening this to see who I was going to congratulate on the gallery. And it says, hey, you got #1 arts advocate. And I said, well, I was totally
Bravo.
I was
Bravo,
pleased
Frankie.
with that. But
awesome.
I was more pleased with the fact that they said Frankie Messina Apartment E without the description behind it. Not saying it's a grassroots organization. There was enough people in town had realized the name Apartment E to let it stand on its own. So my baby had grown so much that the name stuck. And so now I'm going for other names. So, Blanket Orlando and things.
Yes, let's talk about that, Blanket Orlando, because
please
that's
do.
something.
Please
yes,
do. So wonderful.
It's an incredible thing that you do for our community.
This town's a giving town. And,
right.
And a lot of times I've seen people walking around in the city, as you know, homeless, unfortunate. Reason why they're there never enters my mind. It's the fact that they are there. And
they're people.
It's a big city.
Just like us.
It's part of a growing city. It's part of
the
a growing
humankind.
city.
Exactly.
It's the humankind.
It could be any of us at any time on that street. You don't know why they're there. So
Anytime.
So what up? 5 years ago, in my old truck, sitting there in the interstate, looking at the up at the sky,
overpass,
thinking I'm alone at Christmas time again. I'm in this old truck and la la la. And this guy next to me on the curbs got his head propped up on the curb with no blanket, and it was getting a little chilly that weekend before Thanksgiving.
Right.
And I said, that man just needs a blanket.
Right.
That's how simple it was. That's how simple I kept it. And so I called some friends and I said, next Friday, meet me at Lake Ivanhoe.
Right.
Hang out, play the guitar, read some poetry, play games. Leave your blanket. We watched the sun go down. We left 54 blankets. As we were leaving,
that's awesome.
As we were leaving, a guy walks by with a little chill, and he's like, "Woo, it's cold." And we're like, you get these ideas, but the follow through sometimes happens so quickly,
right?
Because it's so pure, you're not sure how to react. I didn't want to, hurt the guy's feelings. I think he was anyway. Lester, I'll be asking. Right. So as we're folding the blankets up into the truck, he walks back by, and my friend Shannon, Michael, her boyfriend, was there, and he says, "Hey, look at Shannon." And she just said, "Hey, dude, it's gonna be cold tonight. You want a blanket?" He said, "Yeah, I'll take a blanket." It was that simple. So we were so happy, and we were already crying. Going like, "Look, it worked. The idea worked,
dude."
He went over the hill.
Right.
5 more guys came over the hill at Lake Ivanhoe, and said, "Hey, I heard y'all got blankets." It was the simplicity of the idea worked.
It's the tipping point.
It's like KISS.
It's the tipping point.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Yes.
You
just do it.
Yeah.
The guy pointed across the lake.
Yeah.
And I left with one blanket in my truck. That was that year. So, and next year, 150 people are calling me the third
That's
year.
So awesome. It's remarkable.
Third year, people are bringing socks.
It's so
jackets, new socks, baby diapers, things, and we give them right back out to the people on the streets.
And she's right. He is a humanitarian.
Absolutely.
He's a man of the street. Yes.
He is maybe a runner-up for Ambassador of Love if you ever give away.
Well, he is an ambassador as well.
He is an ambassador
as well.
He's been. Can you deputize us? Will you deputize all of us in the room?
We all can be love, and Frankie is love.
Thank you.
Without question.
Frankie is
Thank you for
love.
listening.
Without question.
We're not done with you, Frankie.
Frankie Messina, Apartment E. ApartmentE.com. Don't get confused and look for an apartment in Altamont Springs or something.
I've had this happen.
But yeah.
So hold on. I got a story about Frankie. Right. So Frankie does these things as well. He's got so much artwork in his collection. He
does, yeah.
And what was the thing?
Come pick up your artwork.
That you, What was the thing that I got this amazing piece of art made out of beer caps?
Oh, yeah.
And that I got from you. And what was that whole... It was at St. Matthew's. That's actually a really short story there. The Bad Art Show that I had. There we go.
Brings people out to do artwork with the name itself.
Right.
Which goes in line with just create.
Right,
There's
right.
no bad art. It's all your opinion.
Yeah, it is.
And
definitely.
a guy in town, a very, very sweet guy in town.
In the microphone.
Very creative guy, Casey Dadoff, made that out of bottle caps, a big frog.
Yes, a big frog.
And since I mentioned his name, he was married to the illustrious and one of our heroes, cultural heroes in town that passed away years ago, Kelly Fitzgerald.
Yes.
Oh,
Bravo.
okay.
Amen.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Kelly Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick, yeah.
Rest in peace, Kelly. We love you.
Yeah.
And you built a heart inside of us that we all still
that
carry
is
with
now
us.
hanging in my my house.
Yeah, your patio out back.
I've
seen
my
it. It's
patio
beautiful.
out back. It really, dude. Frankie,
I messed up her name.
Okay,
Frankie Messina.
It's
So-
Fitzpatrick
in the studio.
Fitzgerald.
So I had an auction
Incredible.
where all the money went to actually to Blanket Orlando at St. Matthews. We were having a sock and a shoe drive that night.
Wow.
And I had that artwork and all the money made from the sale of the artwork.
He's just
So I passed it on, Casey, passed the artwork to an appreciative person that loves it.
And I absolutely love
and
it.
the money continues, and
It's
that's
awesome.
how it works with me.
Dude, I just love the way that you have this flow about you, and like, you know, just in person as well as like with the community.
He's genuine.
That he's so genuine.
Yeah,
I mean, I think everything in this room right now is
It's
absolutely
glorious.
genuine.
Sure.
But Frankie, in particular, just the way that he just just embraces the community and passes it. I mean, you take this awesome stuff and you like just pass it. You
Thanks, but it's what
pay it
Donna was
forward.
saying. You have to listen. You have to listen. You have to listen to what everyone's saying, even in silence, because they're hurting and they're wanting someone to they're wanting someone to hear them.
Right.
And that's basically what we've all done in Orlando, and that's why Orlando has gotten so amazingly creative and cultural, because there hasn't been one just like that has shut anyone out.
Right.
All new ideas are always welcome. This is not a
Absolutely.
stagnant city, and there will be, and it's full of love, and it's full of what we've been talking about all night long. Is the love is in all forms. It's of course it's in the creative, cultural arts of love, but it's also in just the love of someone's care for
Heart
another
to heart,
another
and person to person. Yes,
to not
person
to not
person.
when you walk by someone, you say, "Hey, how you doing?" The other guy says, "Hey, how you doing?" We actually stop and want an answer.
Right.
We don't
You
just
wanna
both
hear.
keep walking.
Right.
We actually stop, and everyone knows I'm a hugger, and they're going like, "Oh my God, he wants to hug me again." Well, you know what? I'm going to continue hugging you. So get ready.
Hey, JB, this being your 200th episode,
Oh, yes.
I gotta say, I mean, seriously, this has been the best episode I've ever been a part of, JB.
Oh.
Just the inspiration, Donna.
It's incredible.
I
Thank you.
absolutely
it's
love you.
the quiet
Thank you.
love
I love you.
You
Quiet
really,
love
and
you.
Frankie,
confidence.
I love you too.
Thank you, both of you.
This is the best I've gotten to know you.
Remarkable. No,
And,
this is
dude,
this
I'm
guy
like really-
is being genuine.
I'm-
He is welling up, and no, I'm just saying,
No.
Dude,
the
it's an
honor.
Reverend is a big teddy bear. He's got that big heart, and sometimes he comes off a little bit gruff, and maybe people
No, I
don't
don't.
understand him all the time. No, I'm just
Whatever.
saying for you,
It's okay.
but it is okay because
seriously,
you
this
are
is awesome.
you are an
This
important
is
part,
really
though,
awesome.
Reverend. You are an important
Donna,
part of this community. So
I-
thank you.
Thank you so much, Donna.
Oh my
for doing
goodness,
this.
there
You're
is so
welcome.
much love
This
in the room.
means really a lot to me.
It's a special
Thank
moment.
I mean, seriously.
You've been incredible support in this town, well, along with a lot of other folks that are listening to us, and they all know what you've done, Rev.
It's not about me. It's not about. It's not about any
But
of
it's
us.
about us. But what you've done, what we've all done. But hey,
He's clapping at you.
your
I'm sorry, crying. Don't worry about me.
your emotion is a touching, grateful thing that I'll always carry with me.
I think
Thank you.
I think what's so beautiful, and I'd like to say this, is that each one of us, in our own way, can make a difference.
Absolutely. We all
So
can make a difference.
whatever you choose, however you choose, please choose love,
Absolutely.
because love will find a way, and that's what we do here in Orlando, Florida. We are a city of love.
We are.
Thank you so much.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank
is
you.
absolutely
200th
This is
episode.
incredible.
Yeah.
Donna
That's
Dallas,
it.
Frankie
That's
Messina,
it.
it's
Yeah.
been
Best
remarkable.
episode
Thank you
ever.
guys so
Ever.
much. Really
We should close it out on this.
appreciate everybody. Thank you, Amrak. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about tacos. Huge deal. Again, you can go to WJBWnetworks.com, fill out a contact form, communicate with us. We want to help promote talented people in and around all across the globe, for that matter. So you can go there, check it out. Go to apartmente.com, DonnaDallas.com, coming soon. Little tweaks on that site there. Go to Donna Dallas, Ambassador of Love in the Google search if you want to. You find that right now or anytime.
That's
the
right.
Reverend, what you got?
I got nothing but love.
That's perfect.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Love is love.
WJBW.
All right, a little bit from The Invasion and Nightclub. Dig it. We'll see you on the next one next week. We got a special in-studio guest next week.
We got Gary Schwartz.
Gary Schwartz
next
week.
We love Gary.
Yeah.
Oh, we love Gary.
It's going to be an incredible show.
That's
going to
be awesome.
Maybe in another surprise.
Catmandu.
See this bracelet right here? Let me tell you something.
The Catmandu.
This has been on my wrist for 9 years.
So yeah.
I've never tapen this off my wrist.
How many years?
9 years.
Oh my
this
God.
has been on my wrist.
And that guy's
Dana,
amazing.
My wife Dana bought this for me. And when she moved into my house before we got married, and I said, as long as you're with me, I will never take this off.
Look
of
at
me.
you.
And it's still on me, and it's
solid.
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 And I love me some Gary Schwartz.
Yeah.
And he's got
and he's going to be here next week.
Awesome stories.
He's a man of the world.
He
and he's a man of
absolutely
love.
is a man
He
of the world.
travels all
Truly a man
around
of
to
love.
bring
Yes.
awesome stuff
I
here to
cannot
Orlando.
wait, Gary.
And
I cannot wait for
that'll
your
be next
stories.
week. So hang tight with us. We'll be back next week. A little bit
Next
of music,
week.
probably a little bit of music over the weekend as well. As always, the JB Rev Show, promoting talented people, talking with people that make things happen in the city, beautiful
Thank you,
Orlando.
Frankie.
Ambassador
Thank you,
of
Donna.
Love, Donna Dallas,
Oh my
Frankie
God.
Messina. Thank you all
Best
so
show
much.
ever.
All right, let's rock. Let's do a little something here at the end. See you next time.
Oh, the madness is taking me, and it's all I can do just to hold on to me. It's a stranger calling in the darkness, a lion waiting at my door, and I'm picking knives up off the table. I'm leaping from the balcony. I've got it under control. Yeah, I've got it under control, and I'm not letting go. Madness
WJBW Orlando, the very first quasi-radio web show.